of fight fans asked you what you wanted, and you wanted to see until after the fight to give Ryan respect. Now that it's over, what do you want? Who do you want next? And what does it look like?
I don't care what happens next right now. The only thing I care about is going on a nice vacation.
Oh, my man.
Hey.
Ready to run him down front. What was the game plan going into this fight?
I'm not going to give you guys the hint into the secret to beating him.
Were you looking for that hook? Did you set that up intentionally, or is it
Well, he opens up every time he throws a hook, so you see he didn't throw no more hooks after that.
After you knocked him down,
He did not throw any more hooks after that, because that's his money punch.
were you surprised at his lack of output? Did you think that you were going to get more fight out of Ryan Garcia tonight?
Everyone that fights me has a lack of output. Every single time they throw too many punches, they get cracked.
And lastly, you're very gracious about the rematch with Haney and Garcia, but what do you feel like you deserve, you've earned tonight? A payday for yourself, another title shot. What are you looking at?
I don't box for money. I box to be world champion, and I just did it 3 times.
Woo! Are you looking for a fourth?
Of course.
Where do you see that coming?
We gotta see. Just be patient.
Rolly, I just wanted to ask you a question I asked Ryan. You know, there was a lot made about like Tank and Lamont's history going into that fight and what that outcome could be like based on that. There was also a lot made about you and Ryan's history. You know, the sparring tape or whatever it was a big topic. How much do you think your history played into your victory tonight? And how well did you know Ryan? And was there anything that you were still like taking advantage of that you remember from the last time you guys were in the ring?
If me and Ryan had 0 history, he would have got knocked out cold. He knew better than to come out and throw punches.
Rolly, right here. You always been a guy that, you know, you want to fight the best guys out there. You fought Ryan, you fought Tank, you want to fight the best guys. The WBA did say that the winner of this fight would be in a position to fight Jaron Ennis when he takes care of, you know, his mandatory, assuming he wins. Is that a fight where you're just like, yeah, I want to fight him. He's probably the best guy at 147. Let's get it on.
There's a lot of fights, man, that can be made. But like I said, I haven't thought that far ahead.
Is his name in the mix though?
Every champion at 147 is in the mix. There's Brian Norman. There's Boots now, who has 2 belts, and I mean, I'm sure Barrios has a fight lined up already too, you know, so we shall see.
Got it.
Out of those 3, who do you think will give you the toughest fight?
All 3 of them are tough. Every single one of them. So, like I said, we shall see.
What do you think?
7 years ago, you predicted this fight. You said, I'll fight him in the future. It'll be one of the biggest fights in boxing history. How do we know?
Look, I'm gonna say this. I said that me and Ryan, we were both at 35, right? And everyone's like, oh, you guys gonna make the fight 35? I'm like, hell no. He's like, well, what about 140? I'm like, fuck that no-name division. So we went up to, and I said we were gonna make it a 147. It's gonna be the biggest fight in boxing history, and this is by far the most attended fight in boxing history.
How would you analyze Devin Haney's performance tonight?
Didn't he just run? I don't know, like, bro, like, I'm trying to warm up for a fight, bro. I don't need to be falling asleep.
Does this change your opinion of the rematch between Haney and Garcia?
I don't care about their rematch. Why do you people keep bringing it up? I don't care.
Rolly, talk about just the feeling of redemption. You know, Ryan mentioned that your chin hasn't been the same since Gervonta. You know, obviously a big fight with Gervonta, big fight with Pitbull didn't go your way, and now.
I mean, clearly both those fights I was completely weight trained. Gervonta was completely weight trained. I'm sure you guys all saw me, and then at 140, my body clearly outgrew that weight division as well. When I was a 35 pounder, I should have been a 40 pounder. When I was a 40 pounder, I should have been a 47 pounder.
Rolly, JP Miranda, when the fight went to the cards, did you find yourself feeling very comfortable and confident in the outcome?
I mean, who was the one that was happy after the fight? And who was the one that looked all sad?
If we're sponsored.
Hey, honestly though, I mean, they fucked up the damn scorecards though. That was a shutout.
Oh, yeah.
They really fucked up them damn scorecards. It was a shutout.
Rolly, before the fight, man, you and your crew was playing cards. Is that a tradition that you guys do?
Me and Abram, we always played this Vietnamese card game. There's a boba shop that we used to go to, right? And the owner was Vietnamese, so he showed us how to play this Vietnamese card game called 13. And I mean, we've been playing it for years, you know?
Last question, last question.
You were the lone PBC fighter today. Was there any added pressure to be, the sort of representative of that promotional company? Do you feel like, you obviously represented him well, but being the lone PBC fighter today, how does that make you feel to be on that card?
I mean, PBC is my family. It's not even about boxing. They're my family, and that's why I feel like I'm at home.
What's that water?
Okay, guys, questions for
Broly, this is a belt. Hey,
Congratulations on this huge victory. Just walk through us the whole 12 rounds when you knocked them out.
Down.
I knocked him down the second
Knocked him down,
round.
sorry.
He's strong, he has a good left hook, and the one time he opened up, I cracked him and he didn't open up at all the rest of the fight.
Broly, this is now a belt right here. This is now a belt in your third division. Do you think you're just incredibly underrated, just your career in general?
They're always gonna underrate me because I'm not one of these prospects that started boxing that had a following and all of a sudden they're fresh out the amateurs, they promoted them like, oh, this is the next big thing, yada, 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 all that stuff. At the end of it, I've done this 3 times. Three different divisions. I'm a 3-time world champion, and this might actually be the biggest, the most attended fight card in boxing history. And I did it on this night.
Rolling Kevin Garcia with fight height.
Saquon Jones with the boxing voice. Your advisor in the crowd kept saying, hold the phone the whole night. Did you hear him? And second, that kind of stopped you from doing more rights the whole time because you had that right the whole time up. So.
I'll tell you guys something. Actually, I didn't warm up properly, and in the back room, I threw like one of these weird uppercuts right from far away, and I messed up my shoulder. So I didn't want to even risk it. The one time I threw like slow, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. And I mean, the whole boxing commission sees like my massage for literally massaging it for like the next, it might have made it a little weaker.
I mean, you actually had a chance to catch him with more left hooks and more lefts than he caught of you. How did it feel to like?
He didn't, after I dropped him, he did not take a single
No,
lift.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it feel to catch him with his best punch, but you were catching him with his best punch?
Don't hook with a hooker.
Rolling Kevin Garcia with fight height.
Guys, come on.
Rolling Kevin Garcia with fight height. After your last few fights before this one, the Barroza fight, the Pitbull fight, people started talking about you in a different way, maybe putting you in a position that you were a gatekeeper or something like that. What do you think this fight means and what kind of statement does it make for you to be Ryan Garcia in the fashion that you did?
Let me dismiss everything with Barroso. Barroso is still by far the hardest hitter I've ever been in the ring with. I got him on a 2-week notice. I was getting ready for Puello, and you get a complete opponent change. Puello's not known really as a puncher like that. And you get a dude that literally has 24 wins with 22 knockouts that comes forward. And I still adjusted little by little after a whole year layoff in a new weight division. So everyone, and then he goes on and knocks out O'Hara Davis. Everyone thinks that he's gonna give Barroso a problem. He knocks him out in the first round because I called it. I even told O'Hara, I'm like, don't jump in. This dude can crack. And guess what? They stopped the fight a slight bit premature when he was about to get knocked out cold. Give me my credit. I fought smart.
And I talked to your coach Salas, and he told me you came into boxing, you knocked everybody out, but he kicked you out of the gym. Why did he kick you out, and why did you go back there?
Salas is an incredible trainer, and I mean at the time I was just just one of them wild people that just like, bro, I will fuck up your money, like especially like, bro, I'm not making at that time I wasn't even pro yet, so I was like, one, I'm not making you money, and two, I'm fucking your money up.
Rolly, did you feel disrespected all week long with Ryan Garcia talking about this rematch right in front of you? And how much did that possibly motivate you?
I mean, they can have a rematch. Clearly, if they were talking about it over and over and over and over and over again, right? They already had it planned and lined up. Why am I going to get in the way of that? That has nothing to do with me. I'm a 3-division world champion now.
Your first boxing match, on the second round, you dropped him. From that point on, you just put full throttle. You kept on going at him. Did you know he was going to win that fight from that point on?
I knew he wasn't going to throw no more damn punches, so I just had to keep going, you know. He was not going to take a single risk with me. He knows I can crack.
In Harlem, you was training at Mendes boxing gym. How'd you feel in Mendes?
Man, I want to give a huge shout out, man. They were over there. They turned the heater up on me. They watched me lose the last bit of weight and all that stuff, you know, and they treated me really nice.
Hey, Rolly, Jay with Sportbox TV official. So before the fight, a lot of fight fans asked you what